So yeah, the derangement has begun, or is back, or I don't even really know what way to describe what is going on right now. But derangement, I think, is a fair way of describing it. So, if you guys don't know, basically, we have got a situation here where Chelsea Gray read a horrible, horrible message. And again, I cannot stress this enough. I do not condone. I like. I can't believe in the year of 2026, like, you have to say you're against racism, because any decent person is. Like, let's be real. Most of us are decent people. Like, it's not this profound statement to say that no person should ever have to read the shit that Chelsea Gray had to read. But and it shouldn't be something that's seen as a controversial or woke statement. Be sound. Like, be a good person. I don't know. But originally it was being heavily implied in the media that, this was Caitlin Clark fans. This was Caitlin Clark fans. And Chelsea Gray decided, okay, I'm going to look at my requests and post this. And let's be real, people look through Chelsea Gray's comments, just like look through every player's comments. And her comments are her being called slurs for missing parlays. It seems like she is a very popular player to be bet on. So obviously things changed, and it is very much a thing where someone ID'd as the man who sent the message. That person's been fired from their job. Front Office Sports reported on that as well. And I'm gonna be real, like it is what it is. And I'm being honest. Like, Chelsea Gray has the right to respond whatever fucking way that she wants. Because let's be real. Like, when some people get called slurs online, like, they can react again, whatever way they want. Realistically. The problem is when the media, who are supposed to be the calmer heads in this scenario, go on to double and triple down. Implying that it's Fever fans when it was a sports bettor. That being said, everything that's happened from this is crazy. So basically, obviously, Callie Finn walked back these comments, and again, you do appreciate that. Where the guy worked, it says they're investigating an allegation that he sent a slur, and he, as far as I'm aware, he has been fired. So Front Office Sports obviously didn't try to jump on a story, and I'm glad that Callie Finn didn't jump on a story painting a false narrative and just tweeted out a false narrative. But it's a lot better to see a tweet and a redaction than it is to see people doubling down on it. And we saw Megan Hall basically imply that she was going to have to write an article on it. And I think the good thing about all this is that, at least in most cases, everybody realizes that this is not a Caitlin Clark problem. This is a sports problem. This is a legalized sports gambling problem. And this is an issue that goes so much bigger in the WNBA. And whether it's Chelsea Gray, Alicia Gray, or Courtney Williams, who all three of them in the last 24 hours have publicly posted about them receiving slurs, they all deal with it in different ways, obviously. That being said, every single player, if you are a player playing any sort of decent minutes and you're in any way decent name, if you click on the requests after you have a bad game, it's going to be people threatening you for it's going to be people threatening you for missing their parlays. Because when unhinged people lose money, they'll go mad. But I've seen some levels of derangement I think I had never seen before. There are some levels of derangement I think you've never seen before. Because obviously once this was proven and the media realized, okay, we're not jumping the gun on this story, and it's the first time we have seen, whatever about tweets are tweets. We have not seen the mainstream media get to writing an actual jump the gun on this story to write an article. Because let's be honest, if you fucked up this story, if fucking up this story is a bad one. This would have been a bad story to fuck up. And again, tweeting out something and retracting it or redacting it, I'm not going to say isn't a fuck up, but it's a minor fuck up. It's not a major fuck up. Like, if someone had posted a full article, it would have been a big fuck up. And they got the context of it all wrong. However, because everybody now knows that it's a sports bettor who only followed Paige. I'm not saying that he's a Paige fan. I don't even think he was a WNBA fan. But based on the Caitlin Clark logic of anyone bad is Caitlin Clark fan, yeah, let's just say no, you know what? I'm not gonna say, let's just say he's a Paige fan, because no, I'm not doing that bullshit. I'm not doing, if it's wrong when it's Caitlin, it's fucking wrong when it's Paige. And again, you can see the guy got fired. However, again, the people on the periphery of the media, as in the kind of people that were around, the people that were around the media, people that run the pages, people that are, I'm not going to say it, that are, like, for lack of a better word, the journalists that don't get paid for it. They'll be doing stuff without making any money. They immediately have lost their damn mind on Twitter. Like, it's gone as far as to see somebody who, again, is at least media adjacent in WNBA circles, imply that somebody tweeted out that they felt like they've never received as much hate as a person of color as being a Caitlin Clark fan. And basically they're being called a traitor. They're being called the last four letters of raccoon. And if they went as far as to say, because she criticized Angel Reese, that her child deserved to die. And I'm like, that's obviously some of the worst shit you'll ever see. And let's be very clear, these are all different sides. The extreme nut jobs on both sides of the coin are the same. Like, there are extreme nut jobs that will attack these players because they use Caitlin Clark as an excuse to attack human beings. And it's people do the same thing in Angel Reese or Paige Bueckers. And like, it's not right. It's not right. And, or even if it's easy, like, it's just, none of it is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But then somebody comes in and responds who's in who's in like the WNBA media circles, who like just despises Caitlin Clark and goes, if you think this is all okay, the stuff that people are doing, the stuff with Caitlin Clark is all okay, then you deserve everything you get. And I'm like, basically someone, I'm not going to say media adjacent, saying a person deserves to be told their kid deserves to die. And I'm like, that's awful. That's the worst shit ever. Like, it just is. And look, I'm going to be real here. Like, I don't ever want, like, I will give my opinion on these topics. And I never want to give everyone's being like, oh, you're just naive on some of the America of the culture in America. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to be naive to it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to be naive to it. Because now it's this weird thing where hating Caitlin Clark and I'm not joking when I say this. And I'm not saying in this specific scenario this is the case, but in general, giving racial abuse to Caitlin Clark fans of color is apparently now not racism, it's allyship. And I don't get what's going on. I don't get what's going on. I'm just seeing dickheads everywhere. I'm just seeing like normal people being caught in the crossfire of absolute horrible people on every side, and one side being given a moral high ground by the media and a pass of it by the media in a lot of situations, and one side, one section's crazy people, unhinged, fucking awful people being portrayed. Basically, again, let's be real. Whatever way you lean, whatever you lean, like 85% of people are good people. But now it's like the 15% of the extremists on one side have now somehow got the media convinced that those 15% nut jobs on one extreme are the good guys, and the 85, or not even 50%, the 7.5% of the extremist nut jobs are the good guys. The 85% of people in the middle that are just decent people are also grouped in with the 7.5% of nut jobs on the other side. And it's the weirdest shit ever. It's just derangement. It's derangement. It's an excuse for people on all sides of this. It's an excuse for people to give it whatever abuse you want in the crossfire. It's the weirdest shit ever. It is the weirdest shit ever. And like, I came from not only the gaming community, the most toxic community in gaming in NBA 2K. I have received more xenophobic abuse than 99.99999% of people ever receive in their lifetime. And even that was super happy fun time. And the type of content I made, I generated a toxic audience in 2K. And still, the 2K community was super happy fun time compared to this. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Like, I'm in shock. I am genuinely in shock about what the fuck is going on. Can we all just be decent people? Like, I think, if we're being honest, that just should be the goal in life. I don't know, maybe am I naive to think that if everyone's goal is to just, be a decent person and raise your kids to be decent people, that eventually things will get better? I don't know. Maybe am I naive to think that, or I'm being honest. Like, I just saw a person, this quote unquote allyship, be implying that a person's kid deserved to die because they're a fan of Caitlin Clark. Like someone just justified someone being told their kid deserved to die because basically, if no matter what is being said to you, if you're a fan of Caitlin Clark, you deserve it all. You deserve it all. And I don't know. This is madness. I'll see you guys.